We all go. GoGoKimono.
Hi, good evening. We are the members of GoGoKimono. My name is Rich. I write a blog for our website, which is called Rich's Televisual Rambles. I tend to ramble quite a lot, so I apologise in advance if I start to do that during the rest of this interview. I also do some camera work. I've also done a little bit of extra work and also quite a bit of writing, which is to come soon. To my left.
Hi, my name's Andy. I am also, much like Rich, doing a lot of rambling on our blog. Check it out, it's really good. I've also been working on writing and hopefully directing our second feature, and with the rest of the guys, been working behind the scenes on our first feature.
Yeah, hi, I am Elena, and I kind of do a bit of directing. I'm an actress, photographer, sing a bit. I also do a lot of writing and blogging and a bit of visual directing as well, so a bit of everything. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Anthony. I am a contributor who was led here because there was lots of wine.
You need to say it a bit louder.
Okay, sorry. Hello. Hello. I'm Anthony, I'm here as a contributor. And to my left is Chelsea.
Hello. I basically forced everyone to be here because I wanted to do a project for my own complete self-gain. I am a blogger, actress, stylist, maker, designer, general busybody, gets in everyone's way, forces them to do stuff. That's my role. So yeah, here's the company. I forgot to say that the lovely Jason Rhodes is on camera today, but he's an actor.
Jason, come put yourself in front of the camera for a second and just wave at the people.
Poke your little head.
He's an
Don't
actor
see a lot of
and
you.
big contributor to the company, so now you all know.
Exactly.
And he has marvellous hair.
Something fairly serious to start with. Why did you start the company?
Is that question too?
Well, Chelsea started the company, so...
I'd say, yeah, Chelsea, go take it away.
We started the company because I wanted to make a viral for my clothes. But more than that, we want to just get together and have a collective of people that want to create stuff that we find interesting, and we hope that others might too. And something that's not inconclusive. We want everyone to be involved, and we want lots of different mediums of art to be involved. That's the reason we started the company.
I think as well, one of the things that we sort of decided is that we'd basically performed or been in a lot of stuff that was perhaps not very good.
Yeah,
so we thought we'd do stuff ourselves, make stuff ourselves, because we all have really good ideas that we wanted to share with
the nice,
people.
yeah, I say the horrible version of that is I've been in lots of shit short films when I can make my own semi-decent ones. There we are.
And there was talent available, that's the other thing.
There's talent available.
There is
and also,
talent
why
available.
not, like, you have that kind of thing. If you're going to make something, why not make something that you will love? Because inevitably, if you love it, someone else will love it too. So it's that kind of thing. Like, if we're going to love it, then surely there'll be someone out there, even one person, that will enjoy it as much as we do.
If you're that person,
Hello.
please like.
Hey, fam.
Please like.
What is your party trick?
That's a great impression of an elephant.
Anthony, that must be a question for you.
Pie trick? Oh, you do have a pie. Well, I suppose. Oh no, don't, not like that.
Yeah. I can juggle.
With knives.
Knives, swimming, finances.
Yeah.
What can I do?
You stay away from me. Juggling's not a pastime,
It's
it's
not
a
really a
disease.
party
How many balls can you juggle?
It mainly depends on how
In one
much you're
night.
willing to pay. Oh no, 4.
It's an average of better.
So no,
The reason I ask, I can juggle with 3, so I bow down to your great, juggling prowess there.
yeah, you do.
What is the first gig concert that you ever saw?
The first gig that I ever saw, I didn't see it live, but I saw was Spice World. And it was, I stayed up all evening for it, and it was on box office, and I begged my mum and dad to pay for it because I was just like, I have to see it, and I recorded it and I played it probably every single moment of the day for about a month, and I could not stop watching it. Spice World was like, at the time, was just the shit. It was amazing.
Yeah, you can tell that we're very through here. So.
But it was so good.
I
And
feel
it's-
like Andy wants to say something. So.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just mainly wanted to say that it was quite a good one because once you've seen Spice World, you will never unsee it.
I mean, it's a quality piece of filmmaking. I think we have to remember
The
that.
first thing that I ever
Classic
saw
Meatloaf.
was Henry's Cat. For those kids that were born in the 80s that are around watching this, and you are around, it was very exciting, and there was it was very harrowing when the cat died.
Next.
I've got to say, I just wanted to a minute because I don't think that Henry is anywhere near as good a cat as Charlie. Charlie.
Yeah, that's true.
Or
yeah.
Tom.
That was good. Yeah.
Or rhubarb and custard.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
these are all
Thoroughly
very-
inferior cat.
Top
Top cat. Yeah.
Come back talk.
TC.
Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat's my favourite.
Bagpuss.
Cheshire-
We're
oh
not
no,
about, it's not about
Bagpuss.
cats, so
Oh
let's move
no,
on.
I think we've come onto a little segue here.
Yeah.
It's
I
a cat-based
think
segue.
Bagpuss has surely got to be the ultimate.
Cheshire Cat's the one.
Hmm.
And Andrew Lloyd Webbers are just not allowed.
Oh.
No, we're
The
already
Jellicles,
talking about that.
me.
Oh, fuck off. Sorry.
Hi, man.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Have you ever worn anything that you defend or defended?
Pretty much every day of my life.
When
No,
I
that's good.
was
That's good.
5, I went to Thailand and I had a Lino outfit.
A what?
A Lino outfit from Thundercats. Lino.
I thought you
right.
meant like kitchen
Like,
floor.
yeah, I thought that.
I had an outfit made of lino.
Easy to clean.
Very, it's a wipe down surface. It's always good to have that on your outfit.
Why don't
I had
we
a
fix
lino.
this?
I had a lino outfit. There was a bit of a dispute going on at my kindergarten at the time. I was 4.
You used to
And-
American in kindergarten.
Kindergarten, like, oh my god.
Nursery.
Yeah, so like my nursery school, there was a bit of a battle going on between the kids that like Transformers and the kids that like Thundercats, and I was very much a staunch defender of the Thundercats. Lino is my hero.
Anyone else?
Rhyme.
I can't remember what the
I
question
once,
was now.
I once wore a velour suit.
What, like a tracksuit or an
Like
actual
it
suit?
was like a tracksuit slash
Oh
suit.
no, because I really want an actual
And
velvet suit.
I had it and I wore it once to a mufti day and I defended it all day because I was like, you guys are cold and I am warm, and it was bright pink, and I loved it, and I was like, I'm never gonna wear this again, but I don't care. It's the best thing I've ever bought.
Basically, if you have evoked reaction with what you're wearing, then it's done something interesting.
It's a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I wore the lino outfit.
Yeah.
Used to have a badass pair of chains. Pair of chains, chains
Like,
to my
to
keys,
like-
yeah, to your
and then
keys.
chains onto my wallet, and
Proper
yeah,
grunge.
but like big fat ones. They were much bigger and fatter and thicker than anyone else ever had. People weren't happy with it, but it was practical. I never
When
It's
grunge
not about the
wasn't a
soul,
fashion.
it's what you do with it, it counts, Andy.
When grunge wasn't
Absolutely.
a fashion, it was a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's not a look,
Damn
it's a
straight.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Cool.
I did
Next.
like the irony. Alright.
I basically thought it's hideous, I love it. So,
Hideous, I love it.
Hashtag.
hashtag.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I was going to say flight, but suddenly I'm thinking maybe the ability to stop people hashtagging things,
Mm.
especially
Hashtag
verbally.
once. We've hashtagged once.
Yeah.
At least I haven't gone like
Flight.
I heard someone say, this isn't my one, but it was to have the ability to appreciate everything.
Oh, fuck off!
But no, but that's what I mean. So like, if you had someone who like maybe who was depressed or something, and then you can give them that power, then it would change their whole
Yeah, but
life. And I
90%
thought
of
that was
everything is shit. If you went around appreciating everything that's shit, then
I
you'd just
agree.
be
The
You'd
thing
be-
is,
spending an entire.
You'd
You'd
be
be
one of
like
Carrie
a
Catullus
Yeah.
magazine reader.
I
It'd be
agree.
awful.
I agree,
It's
but
not a good
then
thing.
you would appreciate how other people would feel about that situation. So
No,
it's
that
like
person is a
Right, okay,
supervillain.
time out. Okay, dear audience, you have to understand you're dealing with Picasso here and then like a more classical painter.
Can
We
I
always
just-
have these little arguments.
Also, they're both drunk.
Can I just say, if I could,
Drunk.
Jason,
That
can you
was
ask me
right.
again?
What if you could have any superpower? What would it be?
If I could have any superpower, I'd have Russia during the Cold War.
Hey!
How are you influenced by where you come from?
I would say that sheer desperation of wanting to get out has inspired every single thing I do.
Yeah. My main motivation is never having to go back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one.
I think for me, I'm very laid back. I think being born by the sea, it kind of has a.
I was
very
born by the
calming-
sea. I'm not laid back.
Well, for me, it's always calmed me down. So that's how it's influenced me personally. That's the way that the sea influenced me, is by being a very calming influence on me as a person.
Peace out.
I think I agree with that. I mean, because from Hastings, you've got kind of the history and everything that goes with it. So it's you almost feel like you want to hold on to that part of it, but then at the same time you want to get away from it because it's not parts of that place is not very nice. And while you're by the sea, you do get a laid back kind of appreciation for what you have because you've still got the country and you've still got you've got kind of best of both worlds, I suppose. Because I've got people, I've got cousins, they're like lady boys, exactly. Because I've got cousins that are in the middle of the British Isles, so they don't see any of that. They just literally see city and that's it.
I grew up in Chichester, which is pretty much the dead centre of Daily Mail country, which is why I've spent most of my life being incredibly angry at everyone around me. That's just habit.
That's why.
No, all I was going to say is that I think it's interesting where you come from, but also where you go as well. Because I was born in Pembury in Kent, and then when I was 6, my parents moved to Eastbourne, and when I was 10, I found them.
Next.
If you could bring back one show, what would it be?
I think you should start because you already have an idea.
I don't know. I'd quite like to bring back. This is quite awkward. Quite like to bring out a British version of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
No, are they starting to? They've done that, haven't they?
They did that.
They brought it. No, they have
Yeah.
actually brought it back this year.
Have
They
they?
brought it back. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
they
I
have.
think they get that. That's ring a bell.
They've done an American.
I'd just like to issue a retraction of previous statements.
I think they have. I'm pretty sure they have.
Too busy watching reruns of old Whose Line Is It Anyway to
Have
realise
they?
it's.
I'm pretty sure they have. I'm trying to think of someone or something.
I've got it by the way. Games Master.
Oh, yeah, they've done that. No,
that's
No,
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
Nightmare.
Guys.
No, if they could have got there in time, Patrick Moore.
Funhouse. Sorry.
Jesus fucking what? They've done that as well.
Funhouse.
Funhouse is back.
Oh.
But there's no Pat Sharp, and Funhouse without Pat Sharp is
It's
like
shit.
yeah.
So Funhouse with Pat Sharp, please.
I think Jim will fix it quite good.
That's got to be edited out.
No, keep it. Keep it.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Keep it.
Now then.
Oh.
Where do you stand on audience participation in theatre?
On their chests.
I know, because, sorry, he went to see you said you saw what Shakespeare play was it?
Oh yes, no, I went to see staging of Macbeth in the ruins of an old castle, on the top of a hill overlooking the sea at dusk, and it was spectacular. It was absolutely incredible. They had all the witches had familiars that were crawling through the audience and rattling my chains as like cats. It was phenomenal. It was incredible. It was amazing. It was the best theatre experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there was very little audience
But
participation.
I think,
I mean,
Wait a
I
second.
think it
That sounds
raises-
like a plug.
yeah, I mean,
More
we're
than an
talking
answer.
about, I'm not sure about audience participation, but what we're interested in is immersive theatre,
Yes.
so they're kind of linked.
Yeah,
But
actually,
you've
the,
got-
the familiars of the witches were actually
Yeah.
crawling through the audience.
So they made you become involved in
Complete.
that.
And
Yeah.
when a key line from the play was spoken, for example, "Sleep no more," when that line was spoken, suddenly you heard from within the audience this whisper, "Sleep no more, sleep no more." That was
You
quite
were
very impressive.
Still my point. No, it was pretty much a similar thing. I mean, immersive theatre, obviously the idea that you go and watch something, it very much, you're sitting there, you're interacting with the actors are interacting with you. I think that is something that is quite unique, and it's a three-dimensional, multi-sensual sensual experience. I think that is something which is been quite a sort of up-to-date new innovation in theatre, which is being promoted more now than it ever has been.
Yeah, because it's mixing lots of different types, like
Yeah.
forum and.
But that's the thing, like like forum theatre. Obviously, you have where you would have a production and then you stop it halfway through, or someone from the audience would shout stop, and then they would say, "I don't think that's how that situation would go," and then they'd explain how that would go, and then you can change it. So like, it's almost like when you're saying, it's unlike any other kind of form. If you watch a movie, you can't. If you don't like something, you can't stop it. You can't be like, "I don't like this." But with forum theatre, you can stop it and go, I don't think that that's a real situation to my personal experiences. So with that, you can change it, and then you can inform others through the experience that you've had. And I know that you can do that with film to a certain degree, but you can never have.
But it's more indirectly. I mean,
exactly,
if you do it through film, you're looking at someone sitting down. They do test screenings, people write feedback forms, and then they turn around and go, okay, right, we'll cut this bit out, but it's based on very kind of generalised.
It's ratios and averages, isn't it? That's what it is.
Do you not think that by doing that you end up losing the sort of, I don't want to go with auteur theory because there's a lot of bullshit in that, but that kind of sense of authorship, of direction, of it having a key driving force that's behind it that has to make a specific point. Do you not think you run the risk of losing that in that situation?
Surely it still has that, because if you've evoked the audience to actually want to have a say over the story, then surely that would be the main goal of forum theatre.
True, but if you ask an audience what they want, what they will tell you is what they've already been given.
See, I mean,
and then what they get is what they've asked for, though, isn't it?
Exactly, and that's inevitably not going to be as good as something
that's... I can't remember
that's...
who it's by. There's a play of, a play of monologues called 8, and it features 8 monologues by 8 different actors, and then the audience, I think, pick 3, and if they pick 6, 4 and 2, then it's their fault, isn't it? Like, if they don't run well, then, you know, they've got themselves to blame, isn't it? And it's quite nice, isn't it?
But the point I think Andy was making is indicative of both theatre and of film, is if you have audience feedback with anything, you're going to get people who have very differing opinions, a lot more people putting their sort of input into a creative art form, and not always, like you were saying with obviously 8, not always are you going to get good results. Like, for example, they test screen a certain character, and if that character isn't very popular, then they'll cut it from the plot. But if that character is important to that plot, then the moment they cut it out of the plot, then it no longer makes any sense. So
to give a very crass example, do you really think Romeo and Juliet would have died if they'd test screened it?
Yeah.
It would have they put Jar Jar Binks in it.
Like, why have they died?
Oh, man,
Keep them alive. Happy ending, guys.
Totally. Yeah.
If you could have written one thing, what would it be?
I've got
Breaking Bad.
Got a really wanky, non-funny answer.
I've got a really wanky, non-funny answer. Mein Kampf.
You stole mine.
Damn it!
No.
But if he'd written it, it would have been completely different.
I know.
Whole 20th century would have been totally different.
A lot more fascism. A lot more prejudice.
Just the way you like it.
Just the way I like it.
You didn't even have foreign policies.
No, screw that, man. There's no need.
I would have really liked to have written Waiting for Godot. I think it's really good.
Really good.
And yeah. Sorry. Appreciate that. I'm not very interested in not making jokes.
I would have. There's nothing I would have written, but I definitely would have loved to have been James Cameron and directed everything.
In James Cameron.
We've learned a lot about you tonight, Andy.
In James Cameron.
Newsflash.
It's that ginger beard.
Ginger beard.
Yeah, no, I would love
His
to have
lovely
directed everything James Cameron did up to 1992.
Okay, so this has been all the members of GoGoKimono. That's Andy, myself, Rich, Chelsea, Elena, also our special guest contributor for this evening, and whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Jason, bring your bad self in front of the camera again.
And also thank you to our filmer for this evening, a young Mr. Jason Rhodes. That's the sex symbol of our group. Eye candy for the ladies. Oh,
the symbol is like a stop sign.
For the ladies and the gentlemen.
It's like no entry.
And the gentlemen,
and
actually.
that's signing off.